Insights 101, ready to do your August reading. There are many cards with this reading, so please bear with me. I pulled some cards yesterday, and then this morning I did it again just to see, because it looked so similar to last month. I thought, okay, maybe something's not right. So I pulled the cards again and pretty much got the same thing. So two readings and got the same thing. So, and then Spirit said, yes, keep all the cards. So it looks like you guys are going through something kind of big. And so there's a lot of messages here for you. There's a lot of very high beings with you. If this resonates with you, you have a lot of support and some great advice coming here today. The very first card that you got is from the Divine Director, from Spirit, talking about divine intervention. It looks like it's big, so he's stepping in to help you. The Divine Creator is intervening. Intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. That's what's really important with this. Know that you are being guided, so be mindful and aware. Happiness is your purpose, and so while looks like for some of you you're going through something major potentially, there is a higher purpose to it, and know that you're being guided. Know that you're being guided. So yes, and you are. So you have Odin is talking about psychic insight. Odin is here with your third eye is opening. See truth for what it is and follow your intuition. You notice how they want me to point out how this card is kind of dark, right? It's kind of dark. Well, it's talking about psychic insights, which on the surface, just to hear that expression sounds positive and exciting, that you're going to get psychic insights. There's a darkness about this because it feels like maybe you're in a very challenging situation. And so Odin is here to say that your third eye is open and you are seeing truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Again, you're being guided, and he wants to come back. You are being guided, so follow the intuition. There is a higher purpose to what you're experiencing. So follow your intuition. Follow your guidance. And Serapis Bay is talking about ascension, moving into your true self. Yeah, the higher purpose for this looks really exciting for you. So just kind of hang in there and really kind of spend maybe more of your sort of focus and attention on listening to the guidance that's coming through for you. Yeah, the light is here. Rise above the darkness. You're going to be rising above this darkness. He's saying, yep, that's why we pointed out the darkness. You're going to rise above that, and he wants to come back up here. You're going to rise above the darkness, to see the light, see the insights, understand in a bigger way, right? So follow your guidance and your intuition with things. You also got the card from your guardian angels talking about vision, and she wanted to come up right next to these other guys talking about vision. She also wants me to read from the book, so I will do that. This is your guardian angel, one of your guardian angels. This is a message about honoring your vision. It asks you to trust the mental images that you've been receiving as their answers to your prayers. Your prophetic visions will bring blessings to you and your loved ones. You know that they're heaven inspired because of their loving nature. Only follow the messages that ask you to act on behalf of love. So messages that you're getting from a loving place. So follow your intuition on this. And so this vision is talking about, yes, you will be getting these psychic insights. Trust them, follow them, she's saying. Trust the images that you get as your psychic insight increases. And that's going to go over here now for later. All right, you also have, then the next card is talking about ancient healing wisdom from the shaman. Is talking about ancient healing wisdom. And what he's saying is that he is part of all of this, you know, all of this guidance and insight and coming out of the darkness and into the light of truth of things. He's saying that this is ancient. It's ancient healing wisdom is where kind of you're headed. It's almost like I kept hearing this morning, healer in training. Healer in training for you guys. That was the words that I kept getting for you. Healer in training. And it's almost though with this guy, he's saying your soul knows this from its ancient wisdom that's wanting to come back in this lifetime. It's wanting to come back now. So it's as if you already know it sort of on a cellular DNA level from lifetimes. And so this is what's coming back to you is sort of the purpose for maybe any struggles that you might be experiencing right now. You also got the medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. So we have this healing wisdom. You are a channel for divine healing power. So now he wants to come back. He wants to come back to say, yes, you're being guided because you're kind of in training to be a healer for higher wisdom coming through, for higher sort of healing. So follow your guidance. This whole thing feels like it's very divinely guided for you to remember the medicine woman, the shaman, the healer that you are. Yeah, healer in training. Okay, from Ishel. You also got the healer card from the unicorns. You have the power to help and heal others. You are a healer. Training and training, you are a healer. And you're just remembering that. So you might be having to go through something to sort of wake it up. Does that make sense? To wake up some of the ancestral wisdom that you have. So you might be going through something to wake up this very, very old wisdom that you carry in your DNA. You are a healer. You also got health and healing from Hilarion. I mean, look at this. All of these talking about being a healer. You are a healer. You are a healer, sort of in training. It just many, many healing cards. Health and healing, you're a healer, medicine woman. All right, so he is saying he wants to come back to say, in order to tap into some of this wisdom, he's asking you to go on a bit of a vision quest. This kind of American Indian, right? A vision quest. The idea of a vision quest from the American Indians culture was to sort of go out into the desert in a circle of stones, and you can't move, you can't leave that circle for like 4 days. And in that process, you're not allowed to eat, you're not allowed to sleep, you're not allowed to do anything. And the idea is that you lose your mind, you lose your mental facilities so that you can really tap into your soul space. It's a bit, you know, it goes along with the American Indian. So he's saying you don't have to do that entire process. He's not necessarily suggesting that. But they wanted me to share that part of it so that you sort of understand the purpose of the vision quest is to, as much as you possibly can, get into your psychic sight and your intuition. Going really deep to get to the wisdom. that's trying to come through. So you might definitely, I mean, this is talking about going out in the desert. Oftentimes we'll get cards that talk about getting out in nature, you know, finding a sacred space. This one is talking about going to the desert where there isn't anything out there. So they're really wanting, they're saying, as many distractions as you can get out of your way to allow yourself to go within and really tap into some of this wisdom. Yeah, that's what he's saying. You're also getting help, right? Remember, this is divinely guided, this whole thing. So you're also getting help from Raziel. It's bringing you some esoteric information. He's also giving you downloads. So you might be experiencing downloads of wisdom, of some of this wisdom. Now he wants to come back. Downloads of some spiritual understanding, spiritual wisdom coming through. This could be happening in the daytime. If you can allow yourself some times of no distraction, he will you know, tap in at those times. And he's also talking about dream time, that some of these downloads will be happening in the nighttime. In the nighttime when you're asleep, and it's easier to receive that information. Okay. Sorry about the airplane. All right. This one is asking you to let the universe help you with this. So whatever this situation is that might be challenging, allow all of this and this understanding of, you know, maybe why it's happening. Allow this to help you sort of get through it with this understanding of why it's happening. You are an incredible healer in the making. And so as you go through this challenging experience that some of you may be having, be sure to ask what you're wanting. This card says ask for what you want. This is not meaning, well, I'd like a house and a car and $1 million and the perfect mate, you know. Let the universe know what you need is more what this is about. Don't be afraid to, or don't be shy about asking for help. What do you need? If you might need courage. You might want peace. You might want answers to things, answers to your questions. So ask before you go to sleep at night. Ask your questions. Don't hesitate to ask, and then listen, right? Follow your intuition and listen. Notice what comes to you in psychic visions, psychic insights. Notice your vision. Trust what you get. So don't hesitate to ask. Don't hesitate to ask, and then surrender to trying to control situations or people or things you can't control. Surrender to the answers that you get. And now they're telling me that sometimes the answers that we get kind of don't make sense. Have you ever had that happen? Sometimes the you know, the sort of nudge that you get, the action step to take or an answer to a question kind of doesn't make sense. And that's okay. That's the thing. That's okay. Sometimes they don't make sense. And again, okay, he wants to come back to say, you know, okay, this is why you want to get out of your logical mind. Out of your logical mind, because spirit from this perspective, they can see much more than we can see. Even though your psychic insight is there, they can see so much more than we can see. So allow yourself to receive and just surrender to whatever you get. The logical mind can't comprehend some of this stuff. It's too deep. It's too deep. You also got Hathor saying be receptive and allow yourself to receive the help that you're getting. Allow yourself to receive it. So surrender and allow yourself to receive these psychic insights, visions, intuitions. right? Spiritual insights, allow yourself to receive those. And whether it be on a mental level or even a spiritual level, just, again, so something else you might ask for is to allow me to receive this. Let nothing get in the way of me receiving this divine wisdom to help me get through this situation. So I think last month for you guys it was about the mother and child relationship, and it looks like that might still be going on. So again, we have the mother, daughter, sister, wife, and we also got the mother card from Mother Mary, and we also got the pregnancy card, which is very much a women's thing. It's the women that have the babies. So look at all this. This is about mothers and women and wives and daughters, sisters, women, sister relationship, mother relationship. It could be you're the mother. It could be you're the child of the mother. It could be the wife, the sister, the daughter, you as a daughter, you with your daughter. There could be some struggles going on with this. Some struggles going on with this still, and it's very important to understand women and the feminine. It's very important in this time right now to understand and work through feminine relationships, mother-daughter. For some of you it looks like it's very volatile. We got the volatile card. There might be a lot of volatility in the relationship with your mother or your daughter or your wife, right? Could be very volatile, and so there's a lot of help with managing this. So let's see. We got the forgiveness card coming from Mary Magdalene. So here's another Mary. Mary Magdalene is talking about forgiveness. Now this time, forgiveness came up big last month, but this time in this reading, for this context, the forgiveness is forgiving yourself for feeling like things should be different, or feeling like you should be able to resolve this, or you should be able to fix things, or there's this element of you guys sort of beating yourselves up for not being able to accomplish something that you think you should be able to. Does that make sense? And it's coming with this relationship. It's coming right with this relationship, forgiveness. And it's of self. It's forgiving yourself because you're beating yourself up, some of you, over it being the way it is and feeling like you should be able to do something. You're doing everything you can do. And you also got from Saint Therese of Lisieux, talking about steady progress. So given that the reading last month was about mother-child, some of you might have been sort of working on that. Some of you might have been, making efforts towards getting along, speaking your truth, and trying to have some honest conversations. And maybe for some of you, it's just not working. Well, forgive yourself, good for you for trying. If it's not working, it's not working. There could be some other things going on, right? It still is about you speaking your truth. It's very important. So steady progress. You are making steady progress. And Saint Therese wants me to read, you've been making steady progress. It's really important for you to recognize that this progress is what's important. It's the progress that's what's important. This is a message for you to appreciate how much you've already achieved and how many people you've helped along the way. Keep your focus away from any lapses that you think you've made. Guilt and regrets don't help anyone. So let that go. And that's where this comes in. Okay? This is exactly what this card is going. Yes, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Keep your focus away from guilt or lapses that you think you've made. That doesn't help anybody. Let that go. You have to focus on what you have achieved. Steady progress, step by step, as you go. Have compassion for yourself. You're working hard, right? You're going through something very hard. You're doing the best you can. Have compassion for yourself. You'll be all right. The sweetness card came up. I thought this was so perfect because I was feeling this about you. I think when the steady progress, I was just feeling this, like there's such a sweetness about you guys. There's just this really deep, powerful, loving energy that just wants to heal everyone. So as these cards were jumping out, it just so made sense to what I was feeling about you guys, and for August, especially for August. Yeah, there's a sweetness about you. Hold on to that. It's very sweet. Yeah. Okay, so what else do we have here? We have still continue to speak your truth. Continue on. Carry on. Speak your truth. Saint Bernadette. It feels like you have been, or you are speaking your truth. And so for some of you, it's just a reminder. For others, it's, yeah, speak your truth. It's really important. And you also got, the animal deck wanted to go for you guys. So, okay, we're going to have 10 decks who want to go for Sagittarius. All right? And so of the animals, you got the blue heron jumped out. And he says, make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right, in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. So he is jumping in with this one, speak your truth, and she's going, yes, I want to be connected with him. Stand up. Make a stand, right? Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of judgment or disapproval from others. And the mother is coming back as potentially in this relationship, the other could be judging you and disapproving and not accepting what you're trying to do. And they're saying, stand up for yourself and what you're trying to do. You are divinely guided. So you're going to follow, So I'm feeling a lot of you going, yeah, I'm following my guidance. Absolutely. So continue to speak your truth. And as this may be challenging, focus on your strengths. If you ever do start to feel around this forgiveness card, okay, so she's saying forgiveness of self, right? Forgiveness of self. If you start to, if you catch yourself beating yourself up internally with your inner voice, hopefully you don't express verbally, outwardly, your discontent with yourself, but if there's some inner dialogue going on, see if you can deliberately switch some of that focus to your strengths. And yes, you have accomplished a lot. Steady progress. Just keep it going. Focus on your strengths. Focus on your strengths being that you are an incredible healer. You are a healer in the making. Powerful, powerful person. And the other thing they want to say is that, is in terms of being a healer, here's the funny thing about being a healer is that you just want to heal everybody. Wherever you see something that needs healing, you just want to heal it because you can, and you can, and that you feel like it's part of your purpose to heal. The thing is, though, is that where it's not going to work very well is if you're trying to heal people who are not asking. If they're not asking, that's not where you need to be going. Or if they're saying that they're asking, but they're not willing to sort of do the work to heal, then just, focus on your own strengths and just make sure that whoever it is that you're working with in terms of being a healer, that they're asking, okay? That they're asking and they're wanting healing from you. As the situation might be challenging, let's see what else we have. Don't worry about running out of money or the stress getting you down or slowing you down or affecting your work or affecting things. You will be taken care of. And he wants to come back. You will be taken care of through this, because there's a much higher purpose to this situation. You will be taken care of, so no worries about that. Everything's going to be okay. You get a lot of this. Everything's going to be all right. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. Worry energy doesn't help anybody. Yeah, so you don't want to worry. Anytime you start worrying about, oh, I don't know if this is going to work, focus on, remember who you are. Remember, you are a very powerful healer, and this is helping you to remember on a really deep, ancestral, deep level. Peace. So the Holy Spirit is bringing you peace in this situation, right? Peace in this situation. No worries. Everything's going to be okay. And look, it's a mother and a child. Again, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be okay. As far as that pregnancy card, it might be that some of you are pregnant and going to have a baby. And you want to make sure that some of this relationship stuff from ancestral lines gets cleared up, because you going forward with your child want to do things differently. So that's beautiful. So everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. It's beautiful. Your desire is within reach. Whatever you're wanting is within reach. Have faith. Everything is working in your favor. So now this card, she is actually more talking about this, having faith that everything is working in your favor. Peace. Peace in the relationship, or peace in another relationship. If it's not possible with your mom, you will make sure it will be possible between you and your child. So, everything's going to be okay. Have faith that everything is working in your favor. That's the point of this card, and he wants to come back with that. And he wants to come back. And he wants to come back. And he wants to come back. All of this is working on purpose, for your purpose. So, no worries. No worries. If you get stressed out, anytime you get stressed out about things, they're asking you to look at stress management, dietary, what you do with your diet, exercise, getting out in nature, stress management. So this card kind of sums up every which way that you might manage your stress levels for your health, for clarity, for peace, for balance, right? Yoga, nice music, meditation, no clutter, right? All those things that help you manage stress will be important. And the reward card comes up. You deserve a reward is what she's saying. She wants to come with this one, like, yes, this steady progress, you deserve a reward for your efforts in working through this situation and where you're headed. A reward for you, Sagittarius. Yes. Very soon. This change is for good. The changes you're going through are positive. This card also wants you to notice that it's kind of a darker, just sort of darker colors. See the difference between these two colors, right? So this change feels like it might be challenging. And you have this darkness coming out of the darkness very soon. But look at how they're all kind of dark. So dark coming out of the darkness very soon. Yeah, very soon. And this card wants to just to focus on that very soon you'll be coming out of the darkness. Just continue to follow your guidance and steady progress with that. We're talking about balance. Balance and synergy. Balancing your career and home life. And again with these colors. See? Career and home life. Look at the same colors again. Career and home life. Very soon, this nice change will be coming. Yep. As a mom, as a child, as a wife, balancing your home life. The changes are good, and they're coming very soon. And then we have stay curious is another thing that can help you whenever you might be struggling in the dynamic of things. Stay curious. Curiosity is such a great space to be in for anything and everything. Stay curious about what's making you happy, what makes you happy. Stay curious about the downloads that might be coming, that are coming for you, right? Get curious about, now where did this go? Here she is. Get curious about this. If this is you, right? If this is you, get curious about you. Get curious about this healing and some ancient wisdom coming in to be this incredible healer. Curiosity is so fun. So again, stress management wants to come back. Stress management can be so managed with curiosity. She wants to go like that. Get curious about everything. How's my body feeling? What do I need right now? Don't hesitate to ask. And then listen and be receptive to allowing what comes in for you. How do I need to deal with this stress? I'm curious about this, Ask some questions, listen for the answers. You are a sorceress on top of a healer, on top of everything else. You're a sorceress, you can make magic happen. You're a magical person who can manifest clear intentions into reality. So it kind of feels like this is where it's all sort of going, right? Once you process through steady progress, one step at a time, and once you sort of have this sort of huge feeling of awakening with this, you're a sorceress. And I mean, look at these two cards, you guys. Yeah, that's you. Incredible, incredible healer. Yeah, making magic, making things happen. Yeah, you found it. You found your gift, you found your purpose. You are a healer. If this resonates with you, I don't know you, but they're saying you are a healer. So if all of this resonates with you, yeah, they're very powerful healer if you're going through this situation. St. Anthony is saying you found it. You found your purpose. If you haven't found it right now, this is where it's going. You will find it. You will sort of wake up to your deeper, higher purpose. You also got the unicorn card. The unicorn is the most magical card in the animal deck. This is from the animal deck. You got the unicorn. Says, indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. So again, magical. You are a magical person, a magical healer, magical person who can manifest anything you want with clear intentions. And then you've got artistic expressions, the arts, okay? Arts, artistic expression. And then some of you might do something for the planet with all this magic that you have. You might do something wonderful for Mother Earth. That would be beautiful. And we're talking about the power of joy comes from being so lined up with who you really are. And the power of joy, they're saying, is how you will absolutely know that you've sort of, worked through this, and you'll know. You'll just be overpowered with joy. Take that leap of faith towards this. Take that leap of faith towards your heart's desire, your passion, and all of this. This is the part of the reading at the end, as if you have now, processed through this. You've gotten all this wisdom. You understand, and all of this ancient wisdom as a healer, and you feel it and you know it. You just know it. Right? It's at that point where you start taking leaps towards, taking steps towards becoming and being, taking action steps to being the healer that you are. Yeah, action steps to be the healer that you are. The world needs you, Sagittarius, and this reading is just incredible in terms of how powerful you really are. The whole thing being divinely guided to get you to here, right? To get you to there. Yeah. And then expressing it through the arts or through whatever comes through you, right? Will come through you. Beautiful. Sagittarius. Hang in there through the tough stuff, right? If the first part of August is going to be made up of challengings and downloads, just let curious be your guide. And don't hesitate to ask questions of Spirit, and then allow the answers to come in for August. All right? Okay. All right. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful August. Until next time, take really good care of yourself. We'll talk to you soon.